It's been more than a couple leap years now since I was blindsided by a speeding vehicle on leap year day. It wasn't anything suspicious. It was totally my fault. I was rushing because of work, and I had darted out of the restaurant to pick up some missing ingredients. I totally was not looking when I ran out in the street to cross it, and this blue car, which was speeding on its own, smashed right into me. I went flying high, man. I could see myself in the reflection of the other storefront windows, and man, I was flying high. I could see myself, and as I was seeing myself turn head over heels a few times, I was golden, and I had that hue around me, like, you know the rainbow you get when you drop oil on the pavement, you know, in the sun, you know, that kind of rainbow hue. It was like that. I was gold covered, and my hue was like this. It was like this oil rainbow. Head over heels and head over heels, and I smashed my back upside down against a hatchback. And when I slid to the ground and my head hit the road, I heard the loudest crack I've ever heard in my life so far. And I've been to an earthquake. Yeah, the loudest crack when my head hit the road. You know, in that moment, I was pretty damn sure that I was going to be paralyzed. I didn't want to move. I laid there. I could see my shoe on the road. My wallet was open. Everything flew out of my pockets, knocked my shoes off. I was there laying on the road, and I was so scared to move, you know. And then I sucked it up and was courageous enough to try and move. And yeah, I could move. It was all good. People around who saw it were horrified. The guy driving the blue car was fucking horrified. Old lady was crying. People were gasping, asking if I needed an ambulance, and I didn't think so. So I went over to the old lady who was crying, put my hand on her shoulder, trying to comfort her, telling her, look, everything's alright, I know what it looked like, just don't worry about it, it's okay, nobody phone an ambulance, alright, everything's fine, I have to go. And so then I went and picked up the ingredients, and then when I came back into the restaurant, I had to enter through the front door, and everybody in the crowded restaurant rose to their feet and gave me a standing ovation. I told them all to sit down, enjoy their meals. But it was leap year day. It was the last day of the month, and I had some inventory to count. So I delegated responsibilities and continued to do my inventory, but the numbers were moving around on the page. So that was making it a little bit harder. But then after a little bit, the owner of the restaurant, he popped in. I fucking hate it when they pop in, you know? Well, this time I guess it was alright. He found me. Kind of like came creeping up on me cautiously, you know, which is kind of funny because he's a rather big man. Intimidating, you know, and so looked kind of funny how sheepish he was being. Asked me how I was doing. Told him I was alright. Then he looked in my eyes, you know, real close. And then his disposition changed. More like a nurse, you know. I think we're gonna take you to the hospital. Alright? I was like, yeah, that's alright. Sounds good. Off I went. I had a concussion. And the next day and the following like week or 10 days, oh man, my whole right side of my body was so sore. So cripplingly sore. But I overcame the concussion. You know, I was advised to, you know, not fall asleep that night. And, you know, so I did it, and yeah, geez, getting hit by a car. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna pause this, and then I'm gonna find a place to sit. I've got some notes. Okay? 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. As I have been gathering chicken scratches for notes from my intuitive sessions, many mental processes are rapid firing like an onslaught, but as I was intuiting, I was thinking more about that freaking tip of a shoelace, that supposed chip or upper inner thigh grain of rice. Thinking about how it must. I was thinking about how it was made of some kind of plastic, probably some sort of silicone, but to a kid in the 80s, well, he'd tell you it looked like the plastic tip of a shoelace. From the point of view of a child, a tip of a lace that would suit a child's shoe. So, most, if not all of these little plastic tips of shoelaces, I don't know who or what or where, but chances are they're not having such a good time by now. Are they the drug addicted? Are they in the homeless? The lower level? The lower level where where medical insurance doesn't come around to see how a lump that shows up every once in a while on an inner thigh's doing. Let alone a broken bone or infected tooth. These pearls, I've referred to them as pearls in previous videos. Maybe they're in the famous. At TEOTE, all lowercase. Yeah. I've already shared with minds.com about how I think I was supposed to have been famous. About how I was being groomed to be a music influencer, you know, like Bieber or the Beatles, Beyonce. When my mother done gone fucked up and cut me loose. At TEOTE, all lowercase. I've shared about how my supposed real dad would leave me in grocery stores and shopping malls. Maybe he was hoping someone else would find me and give me a better chance. I've shared with it a bit about the sodomized when I was 5 stuff. It knows about how it had been twisted and blamed to shame me for not having a dad. Like I mentioned before, all the esoteric learning and sharing on minds.com. During my intuitive exploration yesterday afternoon, I spoke out loud. Maybe Book of Mormon Blue is as passive as little Bo Peep, but I don't think so. Then I started to recite the rhyme, only to realize I'd forgotten everything more than and doesn't know where to find them. Right? If I'd ever really known the rest ever, I don't know. Anyway, go find that nursery rhyme if you don't know it off by heart, okay? What's that about? Okay? Who's this guy behind a winking fox? Talking to you about getting the tip of a shoelace scalpeled out of his inner thigh when he was a kid. Yeah. So other than internet shit, who would care, right? It's all hearsay shenanigans, but you see, in these intuitive sessions, I become immersed, enveloped in these intuitive states. I'm not really responsible for what goes on. Really, it's God's time. I just ask the question. So here's a question. What in the serious and literal fuck is up with little Bo Peep, man? Where did that come from? And what in the flying fuck are you trying to say? What's up with the minor mischief of my dog? And what's up with all the other shit that I haven't been sharing? Well, I haven't been sharing because, well, who wants to admit this is happening, right? Okay. other day, the day I made a Twitter account and dumped the Thresherman shit onto it, a white car came and parked outside my gate for a while. Eventually, I went and asked what's up. The very well-dressed man, maybe mid-50s, looked as though he had been crying when he told me that the shade of the big tree, which is out front of my gate, is a cool, calming comfort for him. Okay. I took a picture of his face and license plate anyway. Then, a couple days ago, I was leaving our neighborhood convenience store, a very low traffic road, stepping off the curb because all was clear, but a black vehicle revved up and raced from a standstill, clearly intent on hitting me, or at least scaring me to scurry aside. I'm frightened. However, the spirit held me calm as I continued to maintain pace while crossing the street, unafraid. So unafraid I didn't even look back. Divinely guided, as though I was hovering. It felt like I was gliding. I could feel the black vehicle so close it could have gave me a shave and a haircut. If it didn't actually pass right through the side of me, I'm not sure. How about after messing around with Alice, after uploading Little Boy Blue, the boy younger comes along with a handful of old-looking keys. You know, old keys, like those that Alice has connected to Ellen. Yeah, but hold on. A bunch of old keys isn't a surprise around here. It's a big old house, lots of old keys. It's just that he felt inclined to collect them, bring them to my attention, and ask me. He asked me, "Daddy, do you like rabbits?" And continued, "I'm not afraid of rabbits." Like, what in the most serious and literal fuck is going on here right now, please? I hear you. Is this even real? Maybe this guy's just stringing us along. Maybe this is for attention? Money? Yeah. The guy begging you to not sub his channel. The guy who won't show his face. I don't have a Patreon. Have I asked you for money? Trust me. Money is the furthest of my worries. Sorry for shaking. So, tell me again about how this is a ruse for attention. Huh. All of this fucking nervous, shaky camera shit is it's fucking, it's as authentic as it comes. You've been with me through it. You've already seen me trip over a thresherman and get up and brush off the embarrassment. And it's nothing but raw all along my minds.com channel. I'm telling you, if you want to help, don't sub this fucking channel. Don't sub the Minds one either. Just keep your fucking thumbs to yourself while you're out here at the ends of the earth. There's something way shittier going on. And we need to keep really, really quiet out here. Fuck, I'm shaking like shit, man. I don't have any of this on backup, so somebody better download it. Is this winking fox afraid of a rabbit? Foxes eat rabbits. Run, bunny, run. Run, 'cause we're coming for you. And not a one of us has grown tired either. Not a belt has been loosened at the waist, nor a sandal strap has been broken. You can run, little bunny. You'd better run. But you can't hide. We are coming for you as we swoop down like eagles from the ends of the earth. Oh, fuck. This is not easy. Okay. Thank you for your time and consideration. I love you very much. Take care. Until next time.